Now then.
Well then, we'll be departing today, but yep. Sorry, I sneezed. Achoo. Record the event so far? Yes. Also, yes. With that decided, we all head to the villager. Help the villagers prepare for the festival, and once the effigy of the dragon god was completed, the sun was something. Setting. The sun was setting. Probably. Because it said evening. Do they just make a giant paper mache dragon and burn it?
Such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are bally well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Ah, speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all better, and we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all had a little fun.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think.
Yeah, it checks out.
Maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh? Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what really happened there?
Is Dell and
Either way,
Bass
no one took
gonna
it seriously.
go against Luis now?
He was condemned as a liar. And he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? Makes a man feel as if he owes you.
You owe us nothing.
Hang on.
Can't afford
Got a
any
call.
rumors about you being biased in our
Again.
favor anyway.
That was useless. Just silence.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabury ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats.
Those look delicious.
Those are?
The fruit is
The food.
called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, 'tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
Juice bursts forth as soon as I put it in my mouth.
Sounds. I feel quite.
Right? Right?
What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing. But he's crying. What is this fruit?
You see, in old long times ago people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
Ha. Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state. Glad I passed.
Phew. Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck.
What?
I don't
No.
often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
I have plenty of time. This is a rare opportunity. Who should I invite?
Someone?
Hang on. I'm gonna pause real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to make a call. Finally. Or take a call. And while I was at it, I made something to eat. Anyway. I'll bring Hulkenberg. Oh, of course I need to voice it. Why is there always a summer situation? I don't like it. Anyway. Sorry, let me mute my mic. Okay. Now that's angled better again. Feasts are truly the most joyous occasion, are they not? And the food a most wondrous parade of new delights, one after the other. Especially that dragon's tear, was it? The moment it graced my tongue, I was floating on a cloud, ascending towards the heavens. I most generously attempted to force Stroll to experience it, and he had the gall to say, "Get away from me, you lush." Perfect. Never thought him so modest. Perhaps I've assumed too much of him.
Hold on.
How drunk did the fruit get you? Such a baseless accusation. Me, former royal knight, to think I would act so disgracefully? I would never.
No.
A moment. Did I truly? Preposterous. My dishonorable conduct, witnessed by others. Forget all you saw. Banish the memory from your mind. This is an order from the representative of the royal court. Wait, under the pillar of fire. I need but a moment. I shall splash some water on my face, and we'll be there immediately. And you saw nothing. From what I understand, we're to write our wish on a piece of paper and cast it into the fire. Have you decided what you will ask for? What about you, Hulkenberg? My wish, you ask? Good question indeed. Truth be told, at first I was at a loss as to what I should wish for. But then I saw your face and I realized it. Perhaps I knew all along that this is what they wanted. What I wanted. That one. If your decision has been made, let us write it down and cast it upon the flames.
All right.
And that's all we're to do. With this, the dragon god should give our desires an audience. Or so they say.
Hail,
Hey Rido, care to offer a guess as to what I wished for?
Sure.
Of course. Wish for a mountain of delicious food.
What?
Your opinion of me so low. I mean, I would have wished for it. Though I suppose it's not inaccurate to say I couldn't refuse a divine cornucopia. At first, I considered wishing solely for His Highness's safety, but I thought that it would be appropriate to ask for more.
I'd say
I wish not only for the prince's safety, but for you and all of our comrades. What I wish for is victory. Perhaps I ask too much, but I think being in your company long enough has taught me that we must dream recklessly. I thought myself a mere knight protecting the prince, yet now I find myself under your aegis instead. To return the protection tenfold gives me new strength every day. This is... Hold on a moment, Rido. You ran like 2 steps. Most fortuitous find. An exceptional piece of driftwood balanced most perfectly for swinging in an arc. Of course you would. I'll carve it into a fine weapon. I believe it will prove to be most useful. It looks... strong? Hearing that ensured the effort will be well worth it. I shall bear you in mind as I craft it, like a smith of bespoke blades.
let us go.
Now then, shall we return to the runner? I have an axe there that is ideally suited for the task. Don't change, Hulkenberg. Oh, I actually got a weapon for the night. Okay. Okay.
Tell, you hear all that? What that crier was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del,
Did she?
what are we believing, really? Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of Parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
I know, Del, but he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end, he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
I saw it with my own eyes. that lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
When did he see them?
I really like Lady Juna's songs, and I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You got arm around your heart, Del, and her music pierces it. I don't want to kill Lady Juna. And you don't either, Del. Do you?
So?
More reading. So tonight's our last night on the island. Tomorrow's the big day, so let's make sure that we're plenty rested. Should we call it a night? Yes. Why even give me the option? Like, sure, I could talk to the other people, but why? Just...
and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That controller's lost to the abyss now. Also, it's dying, so I need to replace it. Hey. Hang on. Okay. I must say, I'm sad to leave the island, if for no reason. Then every meal here has been an utter delight. I'm almost certain you said the same thing when we left Briarhaven. And Martira. A new world of cuisine is but a few days away. You'll just be patient. Mind your tongue, Stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals. Wow. Really are taking this hard. Oh, when you said your goodbyes to the people in the food meet at the Gauntlet Runner. Yeah. She's off at Rocco, man.
Hold on.
I need to buy anything before heading out? When you're ready, everyone will be waiting for you at the Gauntlet Runner. Do I need to buy anything? No. I'll be fine. Yeah. I'll be fine. What's up, dude? Hello. I've arrived at the Gauntlet Runner.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altaberry region too. I'd say we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? Where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan. As soon as we get to Altaberry, we give Luis the fake lance Nuris made up for us.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this, once and for all. He doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out. Oh, what do you think? A dead ringer, eh?
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altaberry, we'll pass off the fake to Luis. Then, we execute our plan.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. Think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need to hide the real lance.
Yeah, hell. Both of them are low.
We're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right. All present and counted? Anchors away, what?
Aye, aye, me hearties!
Oh, God.
What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of sailors? Miss
Oh,
was very specific.
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
'Tis a strange melancholy, leaving the people we have so recently come to know.
We'll be back. With some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes, certainly.
Hang on, it didn't.
This is Altaberry Heights. We'll make faster progress back on land.
Okay. Guy. Here's Altaberry Heights. It's quite a ways. Think we'll... Okay, without a problem. This fine wind will make us to landfall by tomorrow. So the whole trip would be 2 nights with 3 days of travel. So I'll only need to endure 1 night of being rocked sick. Now there's a grim face if I ever saw one. Captain, for Stroll's sake, let us make haste.
Tally-ho then.
Full speed ahead to Altaberry Heights, capital of Montario. Take care and don't tumble overboard now. Yeah.
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs
yeah, sorry, totally sneezed.
Indeed.
That was a cough, but... Wisdom. Hang on, I'm ranked. I was not trying to do that one. Followers. No one here.
Well met.
Yep, wisdom.
All right.
Sure.
So that's your game.
Yep.
What should we do?
You're encircled by my pieces to both your left and right, while flanked. Your chances for victory grow ever fainter. What is your next move? I mean, what I would do is charge a single point.
All right. Now then.
She gave me praise. And now I can Hulkenberg it up.
Wisdom.
Yep. Thanks.
So.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp, just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks. Only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
Indeed.
Reach the city day after tomorrow. Yep. Feel the temperature dropping. Toots. Imagination, imagination, imagination.
All right then.
Imagination. And imagination.
Well met.
Okay, Hulkenberg, I guess I'm talking to you about my imagination.
Magnificent.
Bug Island was truly splendid. To think of so many delicacies to be found in one place. I make no hesitation in declaring it is a blessed island. What with its myriad of fishes, species, and rare spices. Oh, but the Serpatia? What? Dishes were what truly moved me. I found it stimulating.
Indeed.
I most heartily agree. The way 'twas grilled of a plethora of spices was truly remarkable. The braised dish served with the soup was also delicious. According to the locals, Serpatia is best served fermented and consumed raw. 'Tis a shame we arrived when the dish was out of season. But I digress. Our focus turns to our next destination, Altaberry. To save His Highness the Prince, we cannot fail at eliminating Luis. However, Luis is one of the strongest mages alive. We acquired a divine relic, but will it truly be enough to cut him down? No, forgive me. Such uncertainty does not for our cause. Upon our arrival at Altabury, I shall erase my doubts with the aid of a good meal. The cuisine of the city is quite familiar to me, I believe. No, rather, I have no doubt that both the meal and our mission will be a rousing success.
All right.
Oh, thank you for imagination, I guess. 'Tis a later hour than I realized. I know our journey demands ample rest, but I would like to continue conversing with you. Yep. Talk to Hulkenberg for a while. Thanks, Hulkenberg.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It would seem that.
Oh, great. We now stand among the mountains. I have long gazed at the peaks of Montario from the island, but I've never imagined I could see them this close. Altabury remains cold year-round, so quite... Wait... There you go. A bug bite, apparently. How did I just notice that? Whatever. Altabury remains cold year-round, so quite accordingly, its people have perfected the art of piping hot stew. And it's home to the foremost opera house in the kingdom. As well, I suppose that would be the stage of our confrontation with Luis.
Guess.
Let's keep our hopes high.
So?
Preparations, yes. I don't need courage. I don't need imagination. I could eat. Let's cook. I can make 3. Let's make 3. Back home we would... sorry, I coughed. Okay. Oh, wait. A new book. Sure. I'll read the book.
All right.
Ooh. Okay.
Come look at this.
Okay, what view?
The runner makes a short stop in front of Cole. Perfectly.
Yep. Come on.
Whoa.
Absolutely incredible. I've heard of sheer cliffs before, but I never imagined something quite like this. Indeed, falling off of a precipice would be unfathomably terrifying. And exhilarating, I imagine. I'd like to try jumping off of it. Damn ball-faced sanctus scullions! What's gotten into you? Why, that was rather pleasing. It's quite refreshing, you know? To pull your voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell out in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I'm reminded of the time you were yelling at me before. That was a rather terrible experience, I admit. But if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in roach-infested inn.
Well then.
You need to relax, Heisme. How amusing. I would also like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? I fully intend to do it, but words just won't come out at all. And this girl is just too charming. Never change, love. Well, does anybody else have anything to yell about? I sense that, yep.
Right.
Give me wisdom. Or give me death.
As for me,
Then I suppose old Neris's turn. I've prepared a list of complaints I wish I could recite to you all on a daily basis, and rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we catch a cold. Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend too much time on these distractions.
Bombs away!
But I must scream! As always, I've drawn this place here. Coloradio cliff drawing. I'll keep Neris's drawing as a souvenir.
The gauntlet runner stopped the two.
Oh no. I skipped some. We should arrive by this time tomorrow. More imagination, more imagination. Okay, I guess Heisme.
It's you.
Hello there. Got a moment? Yes. Yes, I do. I at least got one. Oh, sorry, I coughed. I need more freedom. Sorry, I coughed again. Imaginations to 4.
Imagination.
Retiring so soon? Yes. Yes, I am. Fucking hiccups.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
9-9.
Tis nearly time.
There's only a ways further until we reach Altabury. This city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saint's Day. I wonder if Luis is already there. Sooner or later, we have to hand Drakidios over to him. One must wonder what the brothers will tell him of our time on the island. I hope they will leave out any unnecessary details. We just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it.
All right then.
Got a sec?
The last time I'll be able to relax for a while. Thank you. I don't need courage. Yes, read the book.
Now then.
Another 6 tolerance, okay.
Tolerant.
Tolerance immediately bumped up.
Before altar, but
Yep. Rightio, lads. Murky Graveyard. This one kind of looks cool.
Look at it.
These bridges are huge. 'Tis an area defined by its numerous valleys. The bridges connected the flatlands and increase the amount of places in which people may live. And that makes sense. If these bridges were to fall in battle, those people would end up isolated. Yes, all very fascinating. But have you looked at what's directly in front of you? These are the bones of people, aren't they? They are the remains of those who fall during the Annex War. This is the site of a fierce battle, and dead were left to elements, denied the dignity of a proper burial. War is tragic. We shouldn't disrespect the fallen here.
Yeah.
Indeed, I can't bear to think of something on the scale to happen again. It brings me no pleasure to see it, yet 'tis valuable to experience the cold reality of battle beyond the legends and tales of valor. Carve this memory into your hearts. That is why the magla that drifts about this place carries such an oppressive weight. I can feel the sadness and regret of those whose lives came to an end here. I feel as though my wisdom is going up. They really wanted to pump my wisdom this last little bit. Something wrong, Nioris. Your face has gone blue.
That
behind you, Nearest. I just saw... do refrain from doing that again. Things of this matter are not my forte. Why, Nearest, I'm surprised you put any stock in scary stories. Maybe you're a more gentle soul than I gave you credit for. Too true, before all else, I'm a delicate flower.
Well then.
Shall we make a quiet departure, so as not to rouse the dead?
That's my fault.
I'm sorry to have made such a fuss. I'd like to give those who died a proper send-off, and drew this with them in mind. I have so many drawings to give to Maria. So many drawings. I just got 3. I don't even need to spend that much time with her. Ooh, anime cutscene.
Sanctism, Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus Scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
We're here at last.
I mean, that looks neat, at least. We decided to present Lord Luis with Drakidios, a lance of the dragon god, aboard his gauntlet runner, the Tritius. Let's hope he doesn't find out the lance is a fake.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
Yes.
I am called Euphrasia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done. At last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Forden. Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raze their village to the ground. The Caradrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple task.
What?
Why are you surprised? At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber later. Thank you for your hard work in spite of your wound. Take care of yourselves. Now we need only to wait until tomorrow for the Saints' Day festival.
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
The first day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Main festivities start on the 2nd day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
This is where Forden dies. He and Sanctism itself. At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Lord Luis, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
Well, I'm off to check out the Opera House. Want to make sure everything's shipshape for my solo, of course. The rest is up to you.
You have all performed admirably. You exceeded my every expectation. Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully to my campaign.
No.
For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
It seems the land's past muster. Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
Yufa, are you okay?
He would have destroyed my home.
Yep.
How could he suggest such carnage with not a shade of guilt? I was sure that deep down, all people are inherently good at heart. Now, you made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand, and we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out.
Here's as good as any spot to make camp.
Why? That's worse than staying in the runner.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
In times before the church, it said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house. Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
Sure.
Speaking of,
Oh god, more reading. If this is a Mustari-owned inn we seek, then I know of one in the center of town. 'Tis called Skywood Tavern. I recall it being rather pleasant, with very little that would point to its Mustari roots. It was on Dia Franco Street, if I'm not mistaken. So cold, at least at Hulkenberg is an element. Can we get going before we freeze, though? Sure. Oi. To you too. Wait, are you the... Yeah, Magla Broker. Exchange. Up to an 8. Yeah, I'll do 2. Goodbye. Wait, first. Bounties. None. Righto. Huzzah. I guess they're not gonna let me do anything. I can't even look up without it being like, nah, you need to look down. And I can't look down without it being like, nah, you need to look up. I disapprove.
Right. My money's on Santa. You there?
Came to see the King's Rock, thanks. How much Magla? 2,000? Not bad.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
You're not serious.
How grand. How grand.
Dang. Ugh.
How grand.
Wait for a sale on you guys.
How grand.
I'm just staring at the map at the moment. I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, amazing.
Beg pardon?
Now what am I to do?
Oi. Ollie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Welcome.
A band of youths with a knight and a huge. Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
One glance and you knew. Listen, we just...
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my own reputation to think about.
You follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mystari who wears no mask?
I'm Euphausia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Etria.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
Yeah, you do.
Raise another tribe to the throne.
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so. The throne belongs to one truly worthy.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just... You look so like the priestess before you, I can't just turn you away. Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't make trouble for me.
Thank you. I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mystari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather preserve the peace we have. And, well, it's a sorry excuse for an innkeep who turns away travelers.
Thank you. We're in your debt.
Your mother.
Oh, look, they've got food and booze here too. And it's so much cooler, which means fewer bugs. Perfect.
It seems they have an imitation of the island spring here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing. Would you care to join us?
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Why?
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
So we seek to assassinate Luis. A difficult task. But you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
First, the when. Under normal circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense. Someone without combat ability. Or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage. And that isn't Luis. Worst case, he'd use his civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up. And things go sideways before we can get it done.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can sneak in, getting to him.
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
Attack using magic.
Maybe if we use magic to attack him?
No, it's gotta be the lance, or the attack won't land.
But it's true that we'd be better served by an attack at long range.
So at that point, distance.
Exactly.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right? It needs to be the lance.
Of course. So, what if we threw the lance? Pierced him through from a distance? Yufa, as the priestess, you can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
According to Juno, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person. From above, we'll target Luis in the royal box seats.
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly. Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
Luis would be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for.
What is this, the break-in?
There, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance.
Rather, entering someone's palace.
Incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another opportunity.
There is no other opportunity. Luis intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
But if
Then
that's the
who's
case,
actually going to do the throwing?
Luis would be frozen.
Rather leave it to you.
Granted, Luis would
With the royal magic protecting you,
not
it's less likely
be the
to
one
go
doing
first,
it.
even with interference. And besides, laugh if you like. I know it sounds silly, but I really do believe you have the power to change fate itself.
Indeed. Everyone here knows that firsthand.
I feel the same. If I can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
Will you do it, Captain?
I suppose. Yeah, I've always planned to pierce his heart.
Right. I see. Well then. We're counting on you. On the day of, Juna will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I want you to lure Luis's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Luis is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles.
Have we?
In the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
Can we?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I know there's a lot of weight on your mind right now, but let's just try to get some rest and prepare for tomorrow. It'll get even colder at night, so don't try to get so try not to get sick. There you go. Where do I sleep? Where do sleepy words? Surreal Drakidios. As an aura the fake could never match, and tomorrow I have to use it too. The fact that the lance passed muster is a testament to Norris's skill. Sometimes the man can achieve truly amazing things. Even now, he's holed up in the runner, working away, tuning something or other with usual vigor, I don't doubt. He has his quirks to be sure, but there can be no mistaking that he's a great credit to our endeavors. Probably. My first time seeing the snow. It was so cold, I shivered. What a sensation. Oh, right. Juna's gonna be meeting up with us later tonight because she's got so many things to do behind the scenes. Righto, you go ahead and rest up. We've got a big role to play tomorrow. Okay. So this is Altabury, huh? Colder climes tend to inspire stronger drinks among its people. But all that can wait until after our business is finished. Once we've trounced Luis, I can think of no better celebration than a good stiff drink.
At last.
Tomorrow is finally Saints' Day. Luis will show his face and with real Lance Hill. Don't worry, I'm prepared to do what we must. The man must be stopped. I shouldn't go out right now. Oh. It was a multi one. If I knew that, I wouldn't have talked to any of you guys. Rest.
Good night.
Rest well. Thank you. Good night, Gallica. Fucking, that just reminds me. There was someone a while ago that I said good night to, and they ended up just saying, it's not a good fucking night. Like, it's a fucking phrase. Take it or leave it. I'm not just gonna be like, night. At that point, they probably still would have found a problem with it. I don't know. People try so hard to be offended by the smallest of things.
What's wrong, Dad?
Anyway.
You've been quiet for a while now.
Sorry about that.
That lance they handed over. You think it's real? Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
I know what you mean, though.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? even in that short time on the island.
Shite. How'd they? Either way, we have to tell Lord Luis.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
Most likely? That good enough for you, brother? Del, you remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Or something like that anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
Well, yeah, obviously, but what was it we actually wanted in the first place? Equality? Or justice? This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
That's enough, Baz. Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
But them not even helped you out a few times, Del. That really impressed me, like... I don't know how to say it, but... It was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
You know Lord Luis plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about to get messy.
He's growing a heart.
So that is the side they serve. Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry. Whether Forden's or our fallen kings. It was splendid entertainment while it lasted. However, the revelry ends here.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king.
So
The Saints' Day festivities in Alderbury will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God. And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go-around. Lots of new info coming in even as I speak. From candidate Rudolph, a legendary nail.
my shoulder popped.
Lost to history.
Granted, I stretched, but
Can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint. We've got artifacts of all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks. But the news on everyone's lips is the announcement of Count Luis's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, a candidate working under Luis has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island. Meanwhile, candidate Forden, too, may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history. Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates? Only the coming days will tell.
Only murder will tell.
Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Forden losing.
We're about to see a clash of giants. This will be no minor bout, that's for certain.
Right. That's everyone. Let's go over the plan one last time. First, infiltration. Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
Gallica, you, and Yufa. You three will head to the rooftop, where you'll get down to the chandelier.
When I start my solo on stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover to hide whatever you're doing.
Don't worry, I'll be with you.
As for us, it's just as I explained last night. Luis said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. Like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
You know, I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Grius.
We're going to be frozen.
Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
We'll make sure this succeeds. For a world without tyrants.
Well, see you at the show.
So begins our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
What are you talking about? This is the best part of Final Fantasy VI. Come on, Celeste. I believe in you.
Right.
Finally settle the score with Luis. It'll be fine. I know you'll be able to do it. The Opera House is located at the highest point of the city. It'll just be you and Yufa in there, so make sure you both are geared up for anything.
Now what am I to do?
Probably. It's not Idol's Day. It is Idol's Day.
Aha.
Yeah, amazing.
Hello there.
I will gear up. Please. No, 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 no. No. Also no. You right there. Altabury. Okay.
Right. My money's on Santa's house for crown.
My money's on your mother. Is this really what they had? Yes. Quite. Okay. Weapons. Kind of fine with her being a summoner.
Got a lovely...
Oh, thank you. Nothing else to sell. What's that one supposed to be? Sure. Increase damage against undead type monsters. I was gonna say, don't I have that one? But apparently the answer is no. Small MP recovery every turn in battle. I like that one. Wind Sprite Katana, yes. Normal attacks become Wind Affinity. Which I wouldn't be against at points. All stats +3 for the Abacus. Okay, first of all,
What do you think?
more for her, yes. Second of all, yes, for you as well. Seeker's Mace, whatever.
That's fine.
The Katana, yes. I will also grab the Thunderclap Bow. And that. Hopefully I don't regret my decision.
Very nice.
Very nice. Welcome. Okay. 45 for you. Automatically increases defense stat at start of battle. Buy and throw it on him.
Yeah.
You don't have any special things, but you're an increase.
What do you think?
I think lots of things. Strength +3 and magic +3 and agility +5. Automatically increases defense at start of combat. Oh, I already got the defense one for you. Well, looks like they can actually swap. Automatically increases attack. Yeah, I'll hold off. Now, maybe there'll be a big upset. Maybe. Or maybe not.
Greetings.
Grumpy lady, what? 50% to one ally. All allies. Really, that's where I'm going. Panaceas, sure. Days, no. Moves all buff effects. Debuff. Well, I'll grab some sage pills, I suppose. Grab some things for days as well. Okay. So, at that point,
All right then.
I would be...
Go.
I can at least see this area. Oh, there. Oh. The same one I'm in right now. I was just down a little. Okay. Whatever.
You're not serious.
Yes, I'm serious, and don't call me Shirley. How grand trad? Weh.
Hey, mister.
Hey, child. I was trying to look over the edge. It didn't work.
I won't let it stand. You.
So many people. Oh, the Caladrius. That one's Luis's. Okay.
Now, isn't that something? I'm chuffed.
I'm just going where you told me to. Let me save. We're not just gonna waltz in the front door. There should be a service door nearby. Once the time comes, it'll be up to Juna to do something about the guards by the service entrance. Guys are gonna make me find the service entrance.
Check this out.
Ah. Juna's supposed to do something about the guard before night of the performance. Want to wait until then? Let's wait. Yeah. Yeah. Because regardless, I'm going to be pushed to do this anyway.
Got it.
Alright, the gods have left the post. Juna has done a job admirably. And she has unlocked the service entrance for us as well. Let us enter and remain unseen.
All right.
Infiltration successful. It should lead backstage from there. We climb to the roof and then atop the chandelier.
Yes.
I'm en route to the auditorium just on the other side. I'll have to lure those brothers away somehow. There you go. Stroll and I will secure an exit route with all speed. We split up from here. Let's all do our parts and regroup. Good luck.
Let's go.
Thanks, Gallica.
All right.
Let's start the operation. We need to get on top of the chandelier and be in position before Juna finishes singing. And to get the chandelier, we must first reach the roof. That's right, Juna laid it out for us. We head backstage and we should be able to get up from there.
Time to go.
Understood. Let's be on our way then.
First. Say there.
You bastards see nothing. Let me go away. I'm obviously not supposed to.
Why
Zigzag, motherfucker. Oh wait, the first way was the right way. Dang it. You're ridiculous. Hang on, there's more this way. What if there's treasure over here? What's up, lady? Anyway. Here's the door leading backstage. We should be able to access the roof from here. What's up with the guy standing in front of the door muttering something? Has something happened, do you think? No bollocks, did I drop it somewhere? Hey, is something wrong? Oh no, it's just... It seems I dropped my key somewhere, so now I can't open this door. And of all times, it has to be when we were busy beyond belief. Guess I'll have to go get the spare. Find the key before he does, I guess? He left, and now we got a locked door to deal with.
Actually...
That man works here, I suppose, and he dropped his key. So finding it will get our plan back on track. Let's scour the area. Might be able to ask patrons about the key. In such a crowd, someone is bound to have seen it. You. Crier, did you actually really go to the Pagan Islands for the Divine Relic? This Crier said he found something amazing on the island, but he's just spinning tall tales, isn't he? Or was he there?
Speaking of which...
I've heard rumors about you. They say you killed the sea monster outside Brilhaven, which means the head His Eminence brought to the exhibition was fake. An elder spitting in the church's face. You're an interesting fellow. The monk army seems to be on high alert today. They've even brought guard dogs along. Perhaps it's because Luis is here, but the royal magic would prevent any sort of assassination, would it not? It's not here either. Damn it, where did I drop it? Where did you drop what? Ooh. Is this a key? Gold tooth. Okay. A search is yielding more peculiar item than keys. Seems like a string of some sort. Just pulled it out of a leather bag like they don't need this string no more. Perhaps it'll prove useful. Let us hold on to it for the moment.
It's all clear.
It seems to be a silver necklace. It might be important. Imagine it belongs to someone around here. Aye. 2-2. You're that elder candidate. What's one of Luis's dogs doing here? Master Guido's monk's army is guarding the opera house, so don't go getting any funny ideas. This place is absolutely littered with lost items today. I guess it's no surprise with all the people here. Got lots to do, so I can't go pick up each and every one. If you find something, it'd be a big help if you could return it to its owner. Suck. Making me do your chores. Saints' Day Festival is held once a year, on the day God descends to the monolith. A feast is held to welcome him, and we offer our most intimate prayers. This opera house was built specifically for Saints' Day, in fact. Now come renounce your allegiance to Luis and pray with us. God even forgives filthy elders like you. Closure. Screw you.
I've done it now.
How long's it take to change? This place got to start soon. Something the matter? You look rather troubled. Dancer won't leave the dressing room. I left my script in there. Need it back. Appears to be locked. Dressing room dancer. What? Again, really? I'm sorry, I'm a bit occupied. I can't find my precious necklace. I've searched everywhere and I can't find it. I suppose it's possible I dropped it in the hallway. Have you seen a silver necklace? I lost it and it's really important to me. Necklace we picked up. Perhaps it's theirs? Let's check with them. I handed over the silver necklace to the door. Oh, that's it. You found it. Thank you so much. My beloved gave me this necklace. We're unable to see each other right now. And in case, I want to give you a reward. How about this? An exclusive preview of Saints Day play script. Thanks. So she's just handing over things that don't belong to her. Got it. Handed over the theater script. Got it for me? I'm saved. I don't have much to give as thanks, but please take this. Close your eye. You.
Pardon?
You know, Sanctifex Forden's divine relic. Apparently Master Godot's harassed some pagans to give it form. Well, mind your word choice there. It originally belonged to the church, so he got them to return it, is all. It appears to be locked. The monks were not pleased to hear about Lord Luis coming to the festival today. I can tell you that. What in blazes is he here for, I wonder? Whatever it is, I hope it ends peacefully.
Why is this happening?
Lord Milo's participating in Saints' Day this year. Oh, how I've longed to gaze upon his divine features once more. My father told me to support his eminence, but I don't care what he says. My feelings for Lord Milo are a tide that cannot be stopped. Lovelace, that puerile, parapist buffoon, he yet refrains from dropping out the race. Parapists are a foolish tribe to begin with, but the longer that man remains, the bolder they'll grow. How irritating.
What is it?
Do you have some business with me? And I'll have you know that I'll not be swayed by an elder candidate. I proudly support Rudolph and his vision of Rosante rule. That's wrong. Rosante. I don't know. One of those two. I know I said Rosante like 3 different, slightly different ways. Besides, wouldn't you say there's something rather alluring about such a severe man? Sure.
What am I to do?
What rotten luck. My shoelace is broken off now of all times. Well, good news. I got a string that I stole from a leather bag.
Oh, yeah?
Ultraberry cake. Anyway, who wants a cake?
Why is this happening?
You. Door.
Say, have you heard?
My word, did you hear the rumor about Lady Juna? She was spotted leaving Luis's gauntlet runner. Country's top songstress shacked up with Luis. Wow, get it, girl. Sure. It appears to be locked. Man, I hate these types of sections in these games. Like, legitimately, this is dumb. Hey, what is it? I'm right in the middle of changing. Can it wait? My apologies. We're looking for a missing key. Have you seen or heard anything about one? Sorry, I haven't. Did you check the costume closet in the hallway? Stuff gets lost in there all the time. Costume closet. Alright, let's check. I haven't even been looking for like a wardrobe or anything. And those are costumes. Not a closet, but a rack. You're not a hallway. Ridiculous.
Damned Luis.
Oh.
I'm starving. It's been well, good news. I got a cake.
Oh my.
Eaton must return the favor. I know. I found something earlier that might be amusing. Unopened love letter. I didn't open it, but perhaps some scandalous details await within.
What would you care to do?
Who wants this? Who wants that? Who even came out with that? You, I haven't talked to you. Why did I drop it? How could I lose such a precious letter like that? Well, good news. Here's a letter.
Help me out of a jam.
It's a marriage proposal. I wrote it with a certain woman, but they told perhaps it's the biggest... It's best I forget about it. You were going to give her a letter? Why? Family is newly of rank and supports Louise. She's a dancer at the opera and follower of Sanctism. You see, don't you? As long as Forden and Louise are at odds, a marriage will never be allowed anyway. I'm sorry, I'd rather went on too long. I'm grateful you returned it, so please, take this as my thanks. Dream of a day I can give this letter to her. I hope she waits me today. Yes. Eminence Forden, yep, don't care. Thank you, pardon me, excuse me, you. I was hideous without my tooth, this is a disaster. Well, good news. I found a tooth. Rear entrance key, fucking finally. So that's all I need. Wait, was the last gift, no matter what, going to be the key? Hang on, I'm running around real quick, seeing if there's any singular other person that wants to talk to me. You. No, nothing. Hey, old man. Nope, nothing. God, I hate your laugh. You're ridiculous. Okay. So yeah, there's nothing else. Let's go. There's nothing else that I believe.
Yay, we've done it.
And hoping we can finally proceed. This goes backstage. Where we should be able to reach the roof. Not yet. Let me save. I don't want to redo all that. No, that's not a save. Dang it.
What now?
Can I not save in here? No. Thanks.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go. Thanks, Luis.
Check this out.
Look at that curtain. We should be able to go backstage from there. And I guess it makes sense that there are guards. Not many of them, though. Should we just push through? Be a great risk if we draw attention here. We'll not shake it easily. You have a point. I wish we had a surefire plan for this.
What?
Why is it so dark all of a sudden? What the? What's happening? What's wrong with the lights? Couldn't happen at a worse time. We can't have this ruining the Saints' Day festivities.
So apparently...
That takes care of that.
What?
Stroll, so the lights? I asked Hulkenberg to do it. They won't be in the dark forever, so get moving while you can.
That was a great help.
Thank you.
Got it?
Once the exit route is secured, Hulkenberg and I will regroup with you. The rest is up to you, Rido.
Let's go.
Sneak through while the lights are out. Follow me.
The future is uncertain.
The backstage passage lights are out. Yes, it's just reported. We've already fixed the issue, but can't figure out how it happened. Either a simple accident or... I believe I charged you with security of the venue. I presume everything is in order. Rest assured, Your Eminence, I will have it investigated immediately.
Understood?
Increase security. Call in the reserves, too. We can't be too careful. Not even the rats get through.
Yes.
Yes, as you wish.
Good grief.
Yeah, it's getting a bit thick in here. Bigwigs seem to have a lot on their hands keeping order. Well, I suppose that's my cue.
Now.
Batlin. And now, at long last... Wait. No, that's a... And now, at long last, we came to the highlight of the festival. The dedication ceremony for the divine relics will begin very soon.
Take a look.
Gathered here are the only competitors fierce enough to have survived the first round and gotten their hands on a relic.
At last.
Hey, cheering. Sounds like it's getting underway. They'll probably have some official do a preamble for a while. Then they'll start to actually start the actual dedication. Why can I not read all of a sudden? I was doing just fine. And Juna's set to sing after that. We'll be able to be on the... We'll need to be on the chandelier by then. If we get in any fights, they'll target Yufa first. Since you're protected by the royal magic, make sure you keep an eye on her, Rido. We have to be smart about this. The plan won't work out without you or Yufa.
Let's hurry.
I told you, I'm gonna euphanize her. I mean, I don't have to be a wizard. I like being a wizard, but I think this one's gonna be better. Because if they're gonna focus on her, she's gonna be in the back row and I'm gonna be able to punch real hard. Punch the puppies.
All right, we did it.
Oh.
You could do it. What a feature. Throw on the defense. Get him.
Meh.
I'd say we're evenly now.
Sure.
Let's give him a fight.
I'll actually do it.
I can do this.
I was gonna say fire.
I will fight where it's at.
Let's go.
Eh.
For impact.
Only one left.
So I can put fire on.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
Tainted accessory. Which Tainted by Cell Dweller. Great song. Do recommend.
What now?
Me. Oh, I can actually move those around. I did not know that. Okay. Heat up. No. I'm changing you to... I have bought somewhere. Batra. Wait. One enemy. All.
All right.
Yes. There you go.
Who's there?
Someone's back here. You... Aren't you the elder candidate? I got caught right away. Now, no chance but to force our way through. Must have been you, cut the lights, dogs of Louis. You won't wreck Saint's Day on my watch. Careful, the royal magic protects him. He'll surrender if we kill his ally. Aim for the Mastari girl. So we're doing it anyway. If Yufa falls, the mission fails. Be careful. Oh, yay. Okay. God, okay. Hang on, I'm gonna move my mic real quick. Okay. I think that's better. At least for me.
You disgrace Sanctus way.
I disgrace it. Good news. You disgraced it so much. You's dead.
Yay, we've done it.
Nice.
Why do they just have a regular treasure chest like that right there? Nice.
Great find. Keep it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh, Phoenix sent me a video. I will watch it eventually, Phoenix. Hang on.
Let's take it. We may yet find a use for it.
But I want both.
All right.
I'll take the more of you. Okay.
Even my strength will be. I must do this. The enemy still stands.
Okay.
Yeah. Not great regular physical attack.
There are still enemies nearby. We must be cautious.
Yes, we must be cautious. I just did that because I wanted to kill things. Oh, son of a... It means I could have... What would even be over there? What? I want to go down there, dang it.
I love it.
Prevents frostbite. Sure, but I don't necessarily need that.
Excellent. We shall fight well.
Goodbye. Twice.
That was amazing. The enemy still stands.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
Tainted accessory.
Be careful. There's more of them. Hey, great job.
Such an elegant fighter.
Your mother. Anyway, I want to go down there too. No way. Never mind, there's not a treasure there. There's shiny there. There's treasure there. Ooh, there's treasure.
Let's take it. We may yet find a use for it.
Hang on, I saw treasure. I think. That's not what I saw, but I guess.
Everyone all right?
Useful.
Do you have treasure? You do have treasure. Hang on. Hello. For excuses for intruders. They wandered right up to us.
I want to.
It's because I want the treasure. I don't think you understand the power of treasure, dude. I'll kill the mage.
You disgrace the Sanctus way.
Give me strength.
Okay, I guess I won't kill the mage.
We're counting on you. Take this. Dear God.
Yeah.
It's too early.
It is over.
This can't be. Close your eyes. It's too early.
Okay, close your eye.
What is it?
Treasure, like I want it.
All right.
Only reason why I came this way. Opera cape. Magic +6.
What now?
Oh, you already get that. I mean, this one's 10 more. Okay. Dang it. Okay. I can go that way. I can go that way around, that way around. It looks like I just continue on. Let me go up there. Actually look at what all is happening. More puppies that I can just punch. It wouldn't let me look around, so I just jumped. Ow.
Incoming.
Sir, that was not a distant howl. Both of us are weak against that. It's my what?
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
I'm frozen solid.
Okay, let me actually... Since I need to do it this way... Spirit... Oh. Yes. Closure. Oh, wait. Regular puppies to die. Ow. Ragged fur.
Let's do it.
Hang on, guys. I was just trying to climb down. I was just trying to climb down. Might be treasure that way. Okay, so I got 2 guys weak against fire.
Perhaps this will be too strong.
Let me just punch her. Punch mage. Yeah, just punch again.
Insolent heathens! Take this! Dear God. Come forth,
Yufa should have... Okay. Anyway. Yeah, power thrust. There you go. That wasn't bad. Takes care of all the guards. Let's head to the roof. But no, wait. I wanted to climb down the ladder. Holy Grail, P5 confirmed. P5 Royal Extra confirmed.
Well, now this is unbelievable.
Why does that actually look like the Holy Grail from P5?
To be a colossal chalice. I'm told it's believed to be an ancient artifact called a Holy Grail.
Found in Shibuya, Tokyo.
All others to shame.
Shibuya, Tokyo, Shibuya, Japan.
The pagans looted this from the church's vaults in antiquity. God, in his omniscience, is said to have imbued it with his essence, giving it the power to make wishes come true.
And how did such a glorious relic come into your hands?
We simply preached his holy works and spread the teachings. Mutual dialogue was what won the day. Through guided prayer, anyone can be saved, and we may see God's blessing in all things.
Just incredible. But if anyone could do it, it's Sanctifex Forden.
I think it's obvious who the winner is.
I suppose that marks His Eminence Forden as the sole winner. Even to an amateur's eye, no other relic could compete.
God, that's one accent I wish I could do. German. I know I used to speak it, but my God, I can't do a German accent.
Wait, Forden was last to present? That's not right. We've not seen Luis yet, or the island team.
Is there an issue?
No. I think we're finally having a show end without incident. After all, these were originally Sanctus relics anyway.
Well, It looks like that's all the divine relics our candidates found across the land. The top-ranking faces will be announced during tomorrow's festivities.
Hang on. The background. The one sitting on the pillow. Is that a Demonica helmet? I think that's a Demonica helmet. I don't know what the one on the left behind him is.
And now, it is my distinct honor to present a one-act opera for a Saint's Eve to remember. Please join me in welcoming the diva herself, Juna, for a performance of the opera's opening piece. Ladies and gents, enjoy!
Well, Louise, rumor has it you found yourself quite a relic. Then why are you so reluctant to present it? No matter. The race's outcome is beyond your meddling now. Victory is mine.
Is it? Is it really? Made it to the roof, just in time.
Let's hurry.
We can get down to the chandelier from the building, hurry.
Finally.
I can't even go that way. Why give me the map if I can't go that way? I should probably unfreeze her.
What now?
Do that, and then... Frostbite. There you go, Yufa. Why couldn't I go around the other side?
That massive chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
Words. Why couldn't I have gone around the other side?
Secure. We should be able to flee undetected.
Good. Everything's going according to plan so far, but time's running out. From here on, it's all up to him.
All will be fine.
Okay. It's finally time to end this.
No, it's not. Let's be honest. They always do this,
Juna's song is about to start.
where there's a build-up, and then they're like, well, why didn't it work?
Fingertip flies a butterfly, how it pines for the moon up high. Fire calls its name, fly to the flame, burning as free as it can be. Out there, deep and dark in the valley.
Luis looks like he wants to blow her up.
Get one shot at this.
Cast Firaga.
I can't close my eyes to the sunrise. From the shadow of the dark, fingers brush my neck with a remark. Oh, anguish traveler, my name is thine, and thou art I. Like the wind, shine through darkest night. Oh, never stray. Trust your eyes to steer you by. Trembling fingers.
Do it. You're why we have an extra month.
We got him, right?
You should play darts, dude.
Hey, the lance! Hurry!
blocking it?
Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor! That was our kingdom's lovely songstress, Juna. Moving right along.
It didn't work. Come back.
Just abandon the lance. I half expected it to fly back and actually hit the MC. Lance should have hit him, but we can't get it back.
Taking that into account.
There's some sort of interference. Luis is doing, no doubt. The lance struck true, yes? Is he slain or not?
True.
We can't be sure. It was certainly dark, and since the lance hasn't returned, we can't make a clear judgment. No use thinking on it now. We have done all that we can.
Hey.
For the moment, at least. Now, let's head out of here. The longer we stick around, the worse it'll be.
Hurry!
Escape the opera house. Hello, you Jeef.
Why do you dawdle? Did you get him?
We do not know why, but the lance.
Why is this one voiced, but the literal previous one wasn't?
Should we withdraw to retrieve it?
They need to make up their minds.
Lost a lance? Perhaps it's this one. At last your allegiance is laid bare. And if this lance wounded me, then I take it the one you provided me was a mere imitation. If you know what the lance is capable of, then surely you understand the situation. Your last hope is gone.
No.
It seems a shame to kill you, but I'm afraid you've gone.
Star Wars did nothing to you.
I have no intention of surrendering, nor of wavering in my convictions. That being said, you truly have impressed me. I will allow you some final words, if you have any.
Say it!
I see your performance has come to an end, Juna.
Yes, the curtain falls. I'm no longer your songbird to keep caged.
Yeah, now I'm theirs to stay caged.
Come on. He's ready to listen, so say it. You know there's something he needs to hear.
Juna is staring fiercely, prompting my words. The lance has fallen into Luis's hands. We no longer have the means to counter his attack. But there's still a hope. If we're to even the odds, there is one thing I can say. Challenge you to a duel.
Luis, I challenge you to a duel.
Ah, the very words I was waiting for. You really have done your research. In truth, I intended from the start to entertain such a challenge. I confess it's been a long time. Perhaps a real contest is what I've craved. This competition is little more than child's play. So be it. It has been a long time indeed since anyone drew my blood. I will end your life with my own hands.
Then it's to be a direct confrontation after all. As though it was fate all along.
A duel makes the king's magic powerless, which means this trinket is no longer necessary. Then state your name. How do you declare yourself?
He who would be king in your stead. He who will save the country.
A hero. The savior of this country.
You would save it, would you? I hope that dream does not end in futility. My name is Luis Guiaburn. I am the rightful king, he who will forge anew this unworthy country into a utopia. Attack in any number, wield any weapons. But fight with your very lives. If you live by a creed, show me its strength.
Nope, well. Assemble your party. Thanks. Yes. Only say hi as May because I can.
An attempt on the life of Luis Guiaburn is a folly most cannot afford.
Anyway, Heisme so I can potentially steal something. Even Luis can't fight at full strength after the direct lance wound.
We've come this far. Let's fight with all we have, Captain.
Luis, I will make an end of you here.
I should expect no less by a duel's code. So be it.
So be it.
This is our mission. We'll see justice done.
Why is he so tall? Hang on, move my mic again. Okay. Does he have anything I can steal? Is holding nothing. Okay.
This is our mission.
I'll use what I must.
Thanks.
Justice done. Here and now.
Come forth, royal soul. Here's your
Nice hit. That was summoner.
Not this tactic.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Does that mean he still looks taller than these guys? Wind. Okay, wind I can at least deal damage with. Free juggling, debilitate. Deals weak physical almighty damage to all enemies without consuming MP.
Nope, not this. Oh, power of heroes.
Why did that sound like it came from right? Jesus.
Can you withstand this?
This may be your only chance to kill me.
Okay, so Dark doesn't work. Soul Cry. Gain 2 turn icons. Thanks.
I strike.
You strike weakly. Stop saying you strike. I strike, I strike, I strike, I strike.
You hesitate. What's wrong?
Attack 3 turns.
This may be excessive. Take my fullest power.
Maybe excessive. Hang on, let me actually... What's up, Mothra? You actually look more like Mothman than anything else. Okay, Batra. Hey. Batra worked decently well, actually.
Come, accept my challenge. I strike. Come, accept my challenge.
Yeah, stop that.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Yeah, I do.
This is the power. I pray you're ready. Get him healed up.
Heed me. I am no stranger.
Keeping those. I mean, Heisme can ultimately heal him.
This may be your only chance to kill me.
I'll use this.
That helped. Bear witness. Come, accept my challenge. I strike.
Stop that. You didn't even hit Heisme, Hulkenberg.
I strike.
Hulkenberg, you've got several ailments slowing you down.
I can do this. Perhaps this will be too strong.
No synthesis available. Okay. I'll extend his attack one. Yeah.
I missed you. I am grateful.
Much thanks.
Critical hit. Heisme's a real.
I mean, sure. It didn't lower my health anymore, so.
Come, accept my challenge.
Stop that. On just him?
I I strike.
He's trying to euphanize Yufa. Get it? Get it? Okay. Batra. Another crit. Punch him. Oh, I was really hoping that would work. Let me Spirit Dust. That was the absolutely wrong button. I've been so used to Vagrant Story for so long.
My thanks.
Because that was actually fun gameplay and good story. This is good story that I'm slowly losing interest in. Because it's gone on too long. I mean...
This one to you.
Because I want to punch him to death. There you go. Punch Luis right in the schnoz.
I underestimated you.
Yeah, and decent experience.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
What? Oh, yeah. The... not Faker, Fooler? I don't know. Alonzo's second one.
Lord Luis, do not interfere. Oh.
Sir, I beat your ass.
You falter even now.
I still don't like how her third eye doesn't blink.
Not enough, I'm afraid.
You falter. Even now.
A fine blow. You've surprised me. But why? Why are you so intent on killing me?
You of all people should know the answer.
As it was all just a fake
You were
story
the intruders looking for the formula, I take it.
made by Grius.
You have achieved.
That would be a fucked up, hilarious twist. He has Drakidios now. Quickly, summon it back. I swear to God, if they pull a cognition bullshit like they did in P5.
Did we do it?
Lord Luis?
At long last.
Don't sound too
'Tis done.
pressed to find him.
We have brought him to justice. The great, untouchable traitor, Luis Guillaburn, is dead.
Apologies. Things fell apart at the end, and I wasn't thinking straight.
Even so, the outcome is the same. We could not have triumphed without everyone here.
Wait! It's good that we got him and all, but the lance.
Yes, it went down with him.
This looks dire. He's fallen in the middle of the stage.
If Forden spies Luis's body run through with a lance, he'll realize its power in an instant.
Even should we save the prince, we'll regret it if Forden ends up with the lance. Yufa, can you call it up?
No, too late for that. It's already in the middle of the crowd.
They need
Call it
to.
up and take it with no explanation. Everyone will think us thieves.
Then what do you propose?
You need to.
First, we need to establish that the lance is ours. Our offering for the ceremony. We'll have to take the stage and announce that ourselves.
Please wait. Do we reveal that we are the ones who slew Luis?
Hey, I know this man just fell through the ceiling with the spear through his chest. Kind of. At least a suspiciously spear-shaped hole through his chest while he was holding a spear, falling. But that spear's ours. We didn't kill him. Goodbye. Like, I'm sorry. What?
Can we afford to declare that openly? We'd be telling your supporters you deceived them and your master both.
She's right. The audience has no idea what's going on.
So call it up.
Just look like the bad guys.
It's okay. We set out to kill Luis, and the deed is done. Our only failure is in the spectacle we made of it. For now, we need to think of a way to get the audience to see our side.
You want to win their sympathy? What are you even planning to say?
I don't know, but we have to get on stage, now.
They can't see where the fucking magic spear's flying to now, can they?
Wait a minute! Hey!
Dude, Stroll! You're being a dumb. You're being a Ryuji.
I know that face. Was that Luis? Someone go and see to him. Is he truly dead?
Allow me.
You're the one that cast the spell.
Luis, no. He's dead. He's gone.
Also, that's Lord Luis in the cloak. I'm calling it now.
Was found off stage. Judging by his wounds, this must have been the murder weapon.
The lance. Is this the divine relic he sent his subordinates after?
His eyes are sightless. His heart beats no more. The man is dead, without question.
You're absolutely certain?
I checked him thrice over. There can be no more doubt.
Luis, dead? And that can only mean this lance can pierce the barrier of the king's magic.
Great, so if I killed Luis, he's now the end boss.
I apologize for the grotesque display interrupting tonight's performance. We are tardy in arrival, but the lance you hold is our offering to the ceremony.
What? You claim this lance? You mean to say you were the ones who did the deed?
Well, Stroll didn't think this
I see
through.
no one else stepping forward. But how do you justify such an act?
Years ago, Luis ordered my hometown destroyed. Hulkenberg, our ally before you, was herself a royal guard in service to his late highness. Even the songstress, Juna, aided us on several occasions. Above all else, we are a group who came together to try Luis for his crimes, traitor and kingslayer both. And to do that, we had to enter his company. We took no joy in disguising our true intentions, not from your eminence, nor the people. But today, finally, we have seen justice done. Luis has paid for his sins. And at last, at long last, my parents can rest in peace.
And now you turn it to something about you. Great.
I had not realized you were such an actor.
He's not acting.
Or do you truly weep?
It's just hitting me now. We finally won.
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please.
That explains why the songstress was so often with Luis, as well as these brave misfits.
I understand. It all makes sense now. I had wondered why a member of the Prince's own guard would fall in with Luis. You have done well to execute the rebel. I'm sure that His late Majesty and His Highness must be pleased. And of course, the Sanctus Church recognizes your divine relic. Now we shall greet tomorrow's festivities with fresh peace in our hearts.
I'm still pissed off at Stroll. Yufa could have brought that back. She could have made it to where, like, something different happened to where fucking Forden didn't have the spear. But no, now Forden has the spear. She can't call it back because possession. So probably anyway, because that's why it didn't get called back by Luis. Probably, and because of Luis. So probably anyway. Just why? Stroll? Why? Ooh.
Your Eminence. You must be the Lady Hulkenberg. The day His Highness was attacked, I heard you fought harder than any other. Your blade even struck the back of the blackguard who did it.
He's blowing smoke up your ass.
You came closest to avenging the prince, but where you fought,
Look at him. He looks evil.
you triumphed.
He looks like the wise men from Star Ocean 2.
You are a true knight. Is something the matter?
Oh, no. You honor me greatly, Your Eminence.
Now, this lance. The Sanctus Church will confiscate it for now.
Called it.
A lance capable of killing the tournament's candidates would only sow panic and chaos.
Yes. As you wish. We brought it as an offering anyway.
Indeed.
And Stroll just gave it away.
Step down now.
Think you can just walk away, do ya? You owe us a moment or three.
Right.
I finally defeated my arch nemesis, Luis. I didn't read the rest of that sentence. Hang on. This should break the prince's curse.
So you lot were working against us from the start. And you right along with them, Lady Juna.
What was your motive? Why did you kill Lord Luis?
If this was truly a matter of justice and not simply petty revenge, then we owe it to them to explain why we have taken their guiding force. They deserve that much. Captain, do you not agree?
All right. It's time for the truth.
I guess.
I'm sorry if I'm overstepping my mark. I know I'm but the latest to become your ally, but...
Why is the music louder than the voices now?
We have sought to save the rightful heir
There
to
you
the
go.
throne, to break the curse afflicting His Highness the Prince.
What's that? The prince? He's dead, mate. Wait, he is dead, isn't he?
He's dead, all right. You lot will need a better story than that if you don't want to get cut open where you stand.
He had to be declared dead in order to protect him. Though he lives, he is bedridden, cursed by magic.
And the only way left to undo that curse was to kill Luis.
Those of us who wanted the prince restored formed a secret faction. And I was a spy in its service, trying to find out if we had any option beyond murder.
I cannot expect you to understand all this immediately. However,
You did this for the prince. His father, the king, was a coward. Puppet of Forden. It was because of him that this country rotted from the inside. And for his son. For his bloody, useless corpse of a son. What made you think his life was worth more than Count Luis?
Worth more? I thought you two hated when people tell you any life weighs more than another.
Slap
I
him.
myself have never met His Highness. Nor do I know what sort of person he is. But I want to see the future these people believe in.
Despite our many differences of tribe and status, we still banded together. Through them, I saw the possibility of a world united.
Besides, when Luis talked about burning down my island, I thought I saw the shock and despair on your faces too.
Look, you two. Was Luis really a master worth your trust? I think it's worth listening to your hearts now. Even the doubts. I know we'd be happy to have you.
Hold a moment. These two were Luis's right-hand men. I would advise against this.
No, their hearts are as loyal as any of ours. They but served another master.
Lady Juna. I guess you really were watching out for us. More than we ever knew. I couldn't protect Basilio when it mattered most. They put him through so much for their sodden igniter experiments, and now protecting him's all I've got.
Del.
Maybe it is time to step back. Get away from this bloody business. I guess this was all it took. Count Luis gave us a dream to fight for, but I suppose it was the kind that don't feel right after you wake. So, we're drifters now. Maybe we'll open up that restaurant after all, eh? We'll see you around, Lady Juna.
Don't look too happy and sad at the same time.
Look, I'm not the smart one, you lot know that, so I don't know whether to punch you or thank you. I've never been this confused in all my life. Damn it, I just don't get it. Damn it. Oh, Del, wait. Don't you wander off like that. You mean all that about the restaurant, yeah?
No, he doesn't.
What you were feeling. I'm sorry this was all I could do.
Ah, Captain, let us tarry no more. We must check His Highness's condition.
Yes, you're right. That should have lifted the curse.
Spoiler, it didn't.
What's going on?
Hang on, mission accomplished? Oh, yeah, right, that button. Okay. Completed the Opera House. Okay.
The cursed thorns haven't disappeared.
But the caster is dead. Forden and his guard were sure to check Luis's body.
Calm down.
Luis checked his own body.
We don't want to yell about this in public. Let's go back to the inn for now.
Luis checked his own body, and also he wasn't the caster.
His Highness still suffers under the curse.
He just made the curse.
But Luis is dead. I cannot fathom it.
Maybe we killed a fake. Like his body double. Or something. No. There's no way that wasn't Luis. We couldn't fight him in person and still be mistaken.
And Luis would have nothing to gain from faking his death, sure.
Yeah, he would.
After all, it put the lance in Forden's hands.
Knowing all
Check the
that,
stone.
might the curse have been cast by someone else entirely?
Also that.
We killed an innocent person, wouldn't it?
That bastard was no innocent. He destroyed my home. He murdered the king. And
true enough, old boy. But that's not why we were out to kill the chap, eh?
He said it himself. That killing him accomplished nothing. Was it really true?
Yet he had the formula for the curse in his possession. Surely that marks his guilt?
Even so, there remains a modicum of doubt in the matter. Perhaps Luis was researching the curse for another reason. If he was framed, it is possible he aimed to clear his name.
When she saw the formula, Arella did say it was only an outline, likely jotted from memory. So that could mean this wasn't a formula to begin with, just Luis's scratch work. Proof that he wasn't looking for a way to prove his innocence. That he was looking for a way to prove his innocence.
Luis, who else could have?
That night, His Highness the Prince was already fleeing when I arrived at the scene. I encountered the assailant as I sought to protect His Highness. I pursued and slashed across their back.
Right. I remember Forden mentioned something about that. Is there anything else you can remember?
Why did Forden know you slashed his back?
No, I can recall nothing else. No other clues. Yet... no. 'Tis odd. I believe this is the first time I have recounted the particulars to anyone. I told the investigators only that I failed to capture the culprit. The shame of my failure kept me silent on the rest.
What? But just earlier, Forden said...
Yes, he told a story that none but the culprit could attest to. How does Forden know?
Could Forden be the one behind all of this?
I have no evidence to say otherwise.
You do realize he's the sanctifex of the entire Dashed Sanctus Church?
Nay, but that does not make it impossible. It wasn't long after the prince's passing that His Majesty named Sanctism the state religion. If not for the matter concerning the king's magic, Forden's claim to the throne would have been unshakable.
Sounds like motive enough to want the prince gone.
We have to find out, even if it's remotely possible. Let's question Forden in person at the main festival tomorrow.
We'll need that divine lance back, too. It's not something we want in Forden's hands, especially now.
Hey, I'm going to go talk to my sister. She's bound to be somewhere in the city for the Saints' Day festivities.
Yeah. A local tavern. Yeah, as soon as these cutscenes are over, I'm calling it for the day.
Sister, I should explain. All that fuss today was... well...
Is it safe for you to come to such a public place?
What? No, it's fine. It's not like we caused a riot or anything. We even explained ourselves to Forden's satisfaction. Actually...
That's not what I meant. You're the songstress, remember?
Yes. Suppose you're right.
I know we talked before about the loophole in the king's protective magic, but I never thought you would be the one to strike Luis down. And that lance he presented, I take it that's why you went to Verga Island.
We didn't mean for it to be such a spectacle. It didn't exactly go according to plan.
Yeah, you can blame Stroll for that one.
Of the throne.
And that's why I was wondering if I could ask you something. About Sanctifex Forden. What kind of man he really is.
Because, well, now that Luis is out of the picture, we know who's got the best chance. A man as powerful as him, well, you know how it is. You hear all kinds of nasty rumors swirling about. I'm just wondering if there's any truth to them.
Tuna, are you seriously trying to dig up dirt on Sanctifex Forden? On Saints' Day of all days?
Oh, loosen up a bit. You can't deny that people talk, and God knows they always have. Especially about the night of the attack. Asking how anyone could sneak into the castle, let alone get to the prince. Whether some official ordered the assassination. Remember when those rumors started? Father was on edge for days. I remember even when I hadn't said anything, he'd scold me and send me away. I don't suppose you ever heard if there was any truth to that. Sorry. I don't mean to dance around it so... It's just not an easy thing to ask about. I was talking with one of our allies, Hulkenberg. She said Forden mentioned something he couldn't have known, unless he was actually there, the night of the attack. Unlikely as it is, if it turns out Forden was involved, she won't suffer him being crowned. She'll be out for vengeance. And you're the eldest daughter of House Cygnus, a Sanctist family. The people would see you as an accomplice to a man who had a hand in killing the royals. I couldn't bear to let that happen. You don't deserve that. I need to know the truth.
Then, suppose His Eminence Forden were guilty.
She already looks so done.
What would you do with him? With the Sanctus Church?
What do you mean?
Well, I was but a girl of only 12 years. I knew nothing about the inner workings of the crown theocracy.
Sister? What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine. If a tad overworked. All these new developments and tragic events. I'm just run a little ragged, that's all.
Sister.
I'll be fine. Really. I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
Right.
If I am to be the people's saint, I must be strong enough to play the part. Maybe I'll hold off on the harder drinks today, just to be safe. It's been a long time since we could spend some simple time together like this. It's like we're just two sisters visiting Montario for the holiday. I'll see you again soon.
Okay. It seems Juno wasn't able to get much from Rella. If Rella won't talk, then we have no choice but to pry the truth out of Forden tomorrow. Sure, you got lots on your mind, but I can't... I can tell you're tired. Let's just rest up and get ready for tomorrow. Okay, I lied. I'm kind of interested at the moment. We murdered Luis, but the prince's curse is unbroken. We went through so much to get here. I can't help but feel conflicted. And to make things worse, Rella seems to be hiding something. She's never been a very good liar. Okay.
Good night.
I'll bite. I'll bite.
Time marches on.
Not happy about it.
Draws nearer.
9/11.
Now, let's get this year's Saints' Day Festival of Montario underway. We will begin with a few words from His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden.
Okay.
Looks like Dracodios hasn't left his side.
Today is a day of great celebration. A day to offer up our thanks to God. But first, an announcement. Luis is dead. The royal family's murderer has been put to justice. Now much of the kingdom's trust lies with me. Even this king-defying lance is safe in my hands. I would not see further bloodshed in endless, futile conflict. Is it not past time for reconciliation and open dialogue as a newly forged nation?
He's talking as if the race is already over. What about deciding the winner?
All but a formality now, isn't it? His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side. Better to establish peace now and crown Sanctifex Forden.
No. He would end the tournament here and now.
So he's just going to call the race while he's ahead? How convenient.
But the throne's decided by the king, not this tournament.
Forden only had to abide by that when he had Luis to compete with. If he ends this while he's this far ahead, we won't be able to reverse it.
Oi! The game's not over yet, you cocky bastard! We only seek to submit to the will of the people. Though you would be wise to quit the race with all speed.
Forden for the throne! Then we will finally have peace!
Hail His Majesty Forden! Long live His Majesty Forden!
Damn him. The people already believe him the victor. Tournament won or no, his dominance will soon be unshakable.
I mean, I'm right there behind him.
Claim the lance, now!
Now? Are you out of your mind?
If he's going to keep it close to hand, we'll never have a chance to swap it out. We'll have to take it by force.
We have no choice.
Yeah, much like we should have called it back yesterday, Stroll. God fucking damn it.
So you were after this lance all along? Loyalists indeed. How many more candidates must die by your hand?
His smuggler is horrific, distorted. It's sickening.
What did you? How dare you, you pagan wretch! You would steal this holy lance for your own vile ends. That alone is treason against the kingdom, you filthy assassins.
Assassins? Then we're in good company. That night, you were the one behind the attack on His Royal Highness. You framed Luis for your crime and banished him from the palace. Do you deny it?
Precisely the sort of baseless claims I'd expect from desperate sinners.
Baseless, is it? In that case, shall we produce proof of your treason?
You waste your breath. What do your words matter now? The royal family is gone. Luis is dead. Only I remain, and only I am fit for the throne.
You vile traitor!
You call His Eminence a traitor? Preposterous! The Sanctifex is incapable of such deeds!
Your Majesty Forden, punishment to the disloyal. Judge these ruffians with your divine lance!
Behold, the flock has spoken. Those who defy me are to be executed. Before you die, know that I am in your debt for killing Luis and handing me the crown.
Del, what the hell's going on? I thought the prince's curse was supposed to be off.
It's clearly not. The prince's assassination, the whole lot. It was all the Sanctists. It was all that bastard pulling the strings from the start. Wait, is that...
You, identify yourself.
It's Luis.
Who are you?
We're at a festival. Should we not be festive? I've come to meet you, Forden.
Luis? Impossible. How could you have survived?
It wasn't him.
Not that it matters. It falls to me to finish the job, then. Coming here sealed your fate. Hell awaits, and this time I'll make sure you stay there. Face your divine punishment, Luis! But why?
It appears your sins outweigh mine.
What have you done?
That lance is counterfeit, just like you. This is the true lance.
You snake, Luis.
Okay, that was the real death. At least. Oh, so that's not where he fell, is it?
Kill Sanctifex Forden.
Thought he fell on stage.
Impossible. Nothing to see here. The festival is cancelled. Cancelled.
Del, Lord Luis is alive.
What's going on?
Good people, you have heard the truth with your own ears. Forden was the vile mastermind behind the prince's assassination. For casting his sins upon me, for seeking to usurp the throne, I have passed due judgment. A tainted Sanctifex is unfit to rule. What's the matter? You seem lost for words.
You're supposed to be dead.
In a sense, yes.
Okay. So the curse still isn't going to be broken. Forden knew too much of the assassination. Since Luis didn't die, and that was confirmed, Luis, I do feel like, is the one that actually cast the spell on the prince then. And at the time, he was just serving Forden. Though banished, like, I don't know.
Then how? How are you alive? Forden's own attendant confirmed your death.
He was the attendant.
You mean that fellow?
No. Zorba?
Oh, hey, Zorba changed.
Back at the Grand Cathedral, I ordered the dead to recover my body if the need arose.
I'd always
Dude, you got some
by my hand.
You have some pink eye. Address it.
In his downfall was Zorba's infiltration.
Impossible. The lance pierced you through your very breastplate.
It did indeed. And frankly, I'm still impressed. Few could land such a decisive blow against me. But I'm afraid fate was on my side, not yours.
So how did you
Muscle
survive?
anatomy is my speciality. I knew at first glance that the wound was deep, but the heart was intact. Lord Luis is destined for far greater than this, so I devised a plan. I would proclaim his death and deceive both Forden and his flock. After that, it was simply a matter of magically regenerating his flesh overnight.
So now he's a zombie.
Expected to die in such a place.
I could have emerged as soon as I'd healed. But where's the theater in that? Today is a day of celebration.
I just came here so I could fight Ultros and see Celeste sing, okay?
The real lance. Wasn't it supposed to have gone to Forden?
Wee bit slow on the uptake, eh? I just told you, I was present for the inspection. It was hardly a difficult task to swap out your counterfeit.
So you knew the truth of it? No. Have you always been ahead of us? Ever since the moment we thought Zorba dead?
A holy lance, a convincing prop. What does it matter? Had I truly died, it would simply indicate that I was never fit for my ambitions. Power is the only true arbiter. Behold the proof. Forden lies dead, and the lance is in my hand, just as planned. You let us do as we pleased, even knowing the risks. You're insane! Indulge me a question. You stole the magic formula from me. Surely you soon learned that it was useless. That's why you then resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift the spell. Is that not so? In other words, the curse's victim still draws breath. For that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition, even with the difficulty of the king's magic in your way. So, His Venerable Highness the Prince survived. Where is he? Speak or die.
Fuck you, Luis. More cutscenes.
Please, spare us.
No! Stop! Leave them be!
How quickly the Sanctus break rank and flee. Their flock left to die. This is Sanctism.
No! Stop him!
Get down, Mr. President. Get down, Miss. Oh. Okay.
Why?
Go! Run!
Come now.
Thank you. You protect them. Yet what value do they have to you?
It's not that! This is just wrong! It's wrong, me lord!
I see. So even you two faltered.
Bye, Bass. Good thing a midget pushed you. And now you're holy.
Wake
I get it now. only fair thing in this world is power. With it, you can take whatever you want in this life. Or so I thought.
Tell.
But you know, if all the weak get left behind, who's left to protect them? I've been an idiot. Sorry about that. Stop talking, Del.
You have a hole through your chest. Stop talking.
I see it, you know. Our little diner. Music in the air. It's grand.
We got healers in the party. They can bring you back.
Look after Lady Juna.
Huh? Hey. Tell?
Okay, so we get Zorba in the party. Get him to cross Luis. Bring Del back. Fidelio, whatever.
Beautiful. See what Brotherhood earned them.
Why'd you roll your R so aggressively? Brotherhood.
Comes down to for you, yeah. The strong are right, the weak are wrong. Doesn't matter what you were born into, there's fairness in that. We saw you as our hope. We thought that if you had a proper strong fella on top, he'd be able to put a stop to all the meaningless discrimination. But we had it wrong. You're no ray of hope. It doesn't matter to you. Killing anyone, it doesn't make you feel unclean. You're the kind of cold-blooded bastards we hate more than anything!
Do not concern yourself with this peon, Lord Luis. With my newfound power, I shall tear them limb from limb.
This way! Guards, hurry!
Step aside. You have important work to do.
Hey! Seize the criminals who murdered His Eminence!
We didn't do it, but we should probably still run. Basilio, come with us!
Shut up! What about Del? You saw what that bastard did to him!
I will not let you die in vain. Your brother didn't do this so you could get yourself killed. For now, please flee with us.
Shite!
Come, make haste.
Oh, welcome back.
It went about as well as could be expected. We wanted something nicer for his grave, but they told us something like that's reserved for Sanctus tradition.
You can expect little else in Altabri. I apologize for not being present.
We've just gotten ourselves out of the public eye. If we had gone as a group, worst case, we'd have been turned in.
I wish we could have mourned him at his home. It had to happen in the lap of the Sanctus Church of all places. I hear the Parapists typically prefer a more joyful send-off, with singing and celebration.
It's alright. Us soldier kids could never afford to be too picky. Del knew he couldn't choose where to snuff it. The fact that you were there, Lady Juna, that's enough for us.
Basilio.
Oh, how sad.
Best to leave him be for a while. He's just lost the only family he had.
Twice. Murdered by one, actually.
The curse might be.
Unfortunately, it still hasn't lifted. Guess that means it was someone other than Forden after all.
But Forden brazenly admitted that he had been the mastermind. Luis was innocent of that crime, at least.
Someone must have cast it at Forden's command. Unless we can find and kill them in time. Damn it all!
We've more pressing problems at hand, don't we? Now Luis knows the prince is alive. Surely that's far from ideal.
The village is deep in the forest. It's not an easy place to find, even if you're looking. Going to the prince's side could be dangerous, so let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But even if we sought the real culprit, we no longer have any leads to follow.
If I might make a suggestion, perhaps we should visit my sister again. She may have some insight on the Sanctus Church's past, but that's tomorrow's concern. As for tonight, we could all use some time to rest our hearts and minds.
We could, but... murder. I don't even know how long it's been since I actually did anything.
You look near dead yourself.
Tell? What?
Seems you made it out in one piece, though.
Are you alive? But back there, you... Don't tell me you pulled some bloody trick. Just like Luis. Bloody hell, Tell. I thought I...
Basilio, sorry. From here on, you're taking the lead.
But why? I can't without you. Tell, I only made it this far because I followed you.
Don't give me that. You're the strong one. Me, I never knew where I was going. Basilio, protect the weak. Swear you'll do it, not for me, but for yourself. If you can do that, I'll always be with you.
Tell...
Don't give me that look. Well, this one's goodbye for now. You ready? Let's hear it, Basilio. You fight, but why?
O Lodestar, ye grief-racked brother, O thou anguished traveler.
Oh god, I'm getting another one.
Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Not really a choice. It's back to the starting line. This time I'll lead. Ardell entrusted me with this chance. I've got to show him I've got this.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. Awaken.
See you around, Dell.
Really, that's all you had to say? And it wasn't even loud? What am I looking at?
Thank goodness! You're finally awake! You were passed out! Don't scare me like that! Not that I can blame you. After all that's happened.
Sir Basilio, there's magla flowing through him. I think it's the same as our power.
It's you lot, from before.
They went to pay their respects for Fidelio.
Gotta say, I did not expect him to be part of the party. I've gone into this with 0 spoilers, by the way.
So very much.
Mostly because I have 0 social media.
Ardell. Funny, innit?
Well, I do have social media, just...
It's not so bad.
I have Twitter that I don't use. Or X, sorry. That I don't use. And I got this in YouTube. Basilio, the badass bruiser carrying his brother's honor, has become your ally.
By God, what in the world is that, lads? It struck down Sanctifex Forden right before our eyes. That's supposed to be impossible.
And Luis made sure it was a bloody spectacle.
I forgot about these guys.
The bastard is making sport of it.
We must devise a plan. Otherwise, even if Luis does not sway our supporters, they may lose faith in the church.
Before all else, we must choose a successor. But they need not share Forden's strength.
It's gonna be bald dude.
I have brought her here.
G'do.
You requested an audience? Assembled lords?
Oh, are they gonna force Rella into it?
Ask your support. Let me be direct. We would like you to enter the tournament as a formal successor to His Eminence Sanctifex Forden.
This girl? She is your plan?
Have you gone mad? I reject this proposal. If anyone is to succeed His Eminence, it should be me, as his trusted right hand.
Yes, but you're kind of dumb.
Strength alone means nothing. And without that, you have nothing worthy of the people's loyalty.
Rella, will you not speak? Surely you feel what they ask of you is beyond your station.
Well, that is...
You are wise beyond your years, Rella. Surely you understand. What the lost children need now is not a righteous avenger, but a refuge from their fears. The people would flock to a saint who dwells among her people. Already many would rejoice to see you rule as queen. Rella, will you answer their call?
No.
This is all rather sudden.
Of course, you would have our full support. Naturally, we will make arrangements so that the tournament's next round turns in your favor.
Even so, I am unfit to be queen.
Allow me to clarify. This is not exactly a request. Would you rather have that tyrant Luis become king?
Well...
Good news, someone can kill him.
Hey, sounds like we've got big news. I just heard from the pack of Sanctists. I figured they'd shove someone up to take Forden's place. But where it is, it'll be Saint Rella. Gonna be an announcement tomorrow.
The mourning for Forden's barely started, and they're already lining up his successor. And Rella, at that. Going for popularity over power, it seems.
They're getting careless. Though, thinking about it, maybe it's a smarter choice than it seems.
But, say Saint Rella wins against Luis, becomes proper queen and all gets to do what she wants. Doesn't that tidy this whole thing right up?
No, this can't be her own decision. Just the idea of being queen would put her stomach in knots.
The politicians must be trying to make her their puppet. Perhaps it was an order she could not refuse.
This has been going for like 30 minutes.
Probably not the best time to talk to her either.
But that's got to mean they're keeping the tournament going, right? Then they'll probably announce the next challenge once Rella's candidacy goes public.
At least it's been mostly voiced.
I don't like it. This is all escalating too fast for my tastes. All the support Forden had campaigned for will likely just go straight to Rella with hardly a dent. If Luis and the Sanctis Church are trying to reclaim the status quo as the two pillars of government, that'll be a tough lead to shake. After all, just lifting the curse isn't going to be enough to restore the prince to the throne.
Indeed. Luis versus Rella. Front-runner and runner-up, with no ties to the royal family between them. Everyone will see plain that popularity's eclipsed royal right. His Highness himself will have to win this battle on the faith of the people, or his claim to the crown will never be acknowledged.
Besides which, Luis now knows that His Highness lives. His whereabouts have not been discovered, but the Kingslayer will take up the hunt.
So many obstacles. What do we do?
We have to keep trying to break the curse, but we also need to get people to support the prince's claim to the throne. To move forward, we need to buy time.
Well, I know one way to keep a VIP protected. A classic tactic, really. The military does it all the time. We use a body double. You're supposed to be a dead ringer for the prince, yeah?
You mean he pretends to be the prince? That's absurd.
Prince doesn't have heterochromia.
Capital offense to impersonate royalty.
I'm in. As long as they don't find out.
You can't just casually drop an "I'm in" on this.
Sure I can.
Right about you being mental. I think we could pull it off, though. The prince has been gone ages. Nobody's in a position to point out differences.
Wait, just think about this. He's elder. The royal family's Clamar and have been for generations.
Yeah, glue horns to his
Disappearance
head.
would be the
Done.
least of our worries.
If I may. His Highness the Prince lacks the Clamar horns. Some rumors suggested 'twas not some miraculous feature of the prince alone, but a mark of Elden blood. I've heard no confirmation either way myself, but at the very least, 'tis a tale any aristocrat is bound to have heard in passing.
In other words, with an elder claiming the prince's name and a known royal knight to vouchsafe him, we'd have enough plausibility to shake the nobles to their core.
Of course, all this means little, unless our double himself is willing. What say you?
I'm in.
I am the prince. Was that believable?
Even this doesn't get to you? Sometimes I worry about you.
Yeah, I worry about me too. Don't worry, it's fine.
And never have you strayed. I am humbled once more. I pledge my sword to this gambit.
Good. Then we declare ourselves tomorrow, where this announcement's going to take place. Seems like the optimal place to make sure we're heard.
Right then. Looks like I'll have to give the old girl a polish worthy of a prince. My cue as well. From here on, it's nose to the grindstone until my magnum opus is finished. Can't let the lad be the only one with his life on the line.
Can we talk?
Hey, it's done being voiced. Holy hell. We have no clue what might happen in a situation like this. So once we're done with our preparations in the city, let's focus on tomorrow. But remember, the monks have their eyes on us. Let's keep our shopping to the Blue Sky Bridge area and return to the runner at night. Okay, finally. Jesus.